Good evening, everybody. It's meteorologist Erica Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. And yes, I am all bundled up because it's official. I have a cold. Not okay. I won't accept that fate, so I'm going to fight it, fight it, fight it. Anna told me to take a bunch of emergency or something, so I'm going to take that. In the meantime, if I'm super loud and I'm yelling, it's just because I cannot hear myself. So, guys, we are going to totally rock and roll this forecast right now. I'm so excited. I'm certified broadcast meteorologist Erica Martin, and conditions right now are absolutely pretty nice, especially if you're on the eastern seaboard. I'm trying to get everything going for us right now. Maybe I can't get this right now. Let's see. I'm trying to go live across my own platform. That's okay. No worries. All good. We're live. We're live on our Weather Co-op page. All right. So I wanted to focus on a couple of items right now. I'm going to do a quick forecast, and I'm going to also post, like I did last night, some really great updates on Halloween, because we have some wild weather for some of you, while others are going to have the perfect Halloween trick-or-treating night, okay? So this is just a case of the haves and the have-nots. All righty, so prepare for that. In the meantime, I wanted to show you what's happening currently. Oh, we also have an update on a couple of items. We're looking at some storms moving through portions of Europe. We won't be touching on the southern hemisphere today, although I will be posting that, of course, because I think that's really important. And we're also talking about a typhoon likely to make landfall. So, Typhoon Kongray, okay? So, we're going to talk about that as well in the Western Pacific. Lots to go over. But in the meantime, we can see here that there is a lot of activity happening through portions of the Northern Rockies, the Central Plains, the portions of the Intermountain West as well. Now, I want you to see these colors. We're seeing some pinks indicating some winter storm situations, some blues, some purples as well. We're also seeing the mustard color and that deep brown. That would indicate some wind situations. And once again, we're seeing that bright red. That's looking like we have fire weather concerns. This is before I even get started. It's just what I know is what I do. On the East Coast, for portions of the Northeast, southern New England, you're still seeing some issues there with concern for fire weather. Also seeing that same issue we saw yesterday for parts of Northern California. And now let's talk about everything that's happening. Oh, we have an air quality issue as well. You know what? Let's just start with that air quality, get that one out the way, and then keep it moving. So, dense fog advisory, actually, sorry. We have that in effect until 4 a.m. 4 a.m. until 9 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday. And we have visibility of 1/4 of a mile or less in this dense fog advisory issued by the National Weather Service. And for some reason, I thought that was air quality, but it's not. It's a dense fog advisory. Additionally, we have our wind advisories issued by the National Weather Service, as I mentioned, in those browns, high wind watch in that more mustard color, and then high wind warning in that deeper brown. Here we have our fire weather warning. And then back to the Northeast there, we have our special weather statement. Once again, this has to do with the possibility of fire weather to just take off and spread very quickly. Fire weather watch for portions of the Midwest. And then we head on over to where we're seeing some winter type of situations, right? So winter storm warning issued starting 11 p.m. tonight through 7 a.m. Mountain Time Wednesday. So heavy snow expected, especially across mountain passes. So higher up in elevation, it looks like you could get anywhere between 10 to 15 inches. I'm going to stay at a steady like 12 to 14, but 10 to 15 is fair enough. And it looks like snow levels might commence at like 8,000 feet. Do I think they're going to get lower? I don't know. I need a little bit more cold air. Perhaps that reinforcing air behind it. I would have to look. Could we hit 5,000 feet? I don't know about that, but I'm very comfortable at about 8,000 feet, right? So we're going to just stay there for now. And then we have, let's see what else. We also have other winter type or cold weather type situations going on, which is a freeze watch. We also have winter weather advisory issued by the National Weather Service. And then here across Northern California, we have our freeze warning. So let's talk about why we're seeing all this. And then pretty much over here on the East Coast, you see that area of high pressure? That's going to expand. It's going to be really strong. And pretty much if you're east of the Mississippi by Halloween, you're going to enjoy some really nice weather. So let's get started. Okay, so let me push this through. I'm going to get to the next graphic we have here. And this is our Weather Co-op hour by hour forecast. I'm going to start this tonight and I'm going to toggle it through, okay, slowly but surely. Do you see that we are tracking that massive storm system that's moving through the plains, Intermountain West, Northern Rockies, Central Rockies, and then continuing eastward, right, with that colder air in place. And you notice here that it's really not until you get those into those higher elevations, that mountain snow is when you start to see more of that white. But will we get a lot of snow for skiers? Absolutely. So Wednesday, late Tuesday, Wednesday, and Wednesday night, some really good skiing. Okay, so just an FYI for all of you skiers. And now do you see how we're getting a lot more active? And I talked about this last week because once this storm system passes the Intermountain West and the Rockies on Wednesday, do you see how another one swings on through, right? So we were talking about that last week, guys. If you weren't with us, we were talking about how we would start to see a series of storms moving in, and also because of the fact that we're tapping into moisture in the Pacific, that would allow us to get more precip associated with these storm systems that were generally pretty dry last week, early last week. All right, so I'm going to get this going as I continue with my cough cast, a bit of a cough cast. Yeah, I'm not feeling that great, but it's okay. We're going to keep it moving. All right, and there's your area of high pressure on Tuesday until Wednesday. Oh my gosh, who is jelly? If you are in the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, on Thursday for Halloween, you have lucked out. Go play your lottery ticket. Guys, you've got the best weather for Halloween. I've posted some forecasts last night. I'll post some more for tonight. You guys, Mazel Tov, you lucked out. Or is that Purim, right? Purim is like Halloween. So, but Mazel Tov, you guys lucked out. You lucked out when it comes to the weather for Halloween. I also want to show you that frontal boundary that's going to move in by late Thursday into Friday, and then we're going to be tracking some active weather mainly for Friday across the eastern seaboard. So that's the story that's going to follow after this nice high pressure system backs off across the East Coast. But that's not going to be until after Halloween. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful outfit. I have completely not ordered my outfit yet. I was supposed to do it yesterday and I haven't, and I probably won't. So I'm thinking what I might wear. Like I have really fun rollers, so I just might wear like rollers and like a robe, and I might put some rollers on Chloe, and we'll like be like two like little old ladies that wear rollers. Okay, I think that'll be cute. So yeah, and then beyond that, we're looking at the next storm system that's impacting the Pacific Northwest later in the week. Current temperatures. We're seeing lots of 60s and 70s. Wichita, you're at 79 degrees. It's like smack dab right in the middle, right? Phoenix, 84. Los Angeles, 64. San Diego, 63. Is it game tonight? What? Am I missing something? Again, once, when you have like a head cold, nothing else exists. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the game, is it tonight? Yeah, top of the seventh. Whoa. Looks like we have our World Series champs, don't we? Wow. All right, we've got New York for what it's worth. At least you'll have nice weather for Halloween. New York, 55 degrees. Philadelphia, 51. New Haven, 48. Boston, 44. Baltimore, 53. Indianapolis, 64. Des Moines, 70. And we've got Scottsbluff at 52. St. George, 73. San Francisco, 56 degrees. So all in all, it's a pretty decent night for many of you across the East Coast. Even for the Midwest, the action's all occurring across the Intermountain West, as you can see there, across the High Plains, the Great Plains, the Northern Plains, Central Plains, Northern Rockies, Central Rockies, etc. I love looking at our wind speeds because those are always a really good story. Do you remember, guys, that we had that kind of fire weather concern for parts of the Central Plains? So we can see here we've got Kansas, Oklahoma City at 15 miles per hour, Garden City at 22 miles per hour, Danbury at 12 miles per hour. As we head on over into the Midwest, we've got Des Moines at looks like 10 miles an hour wind, and Kansas City at 20 mile per hour wind speed. San Francisco, 19 mile per hour wind speed for you, and 14 for Minneapolis. Billings 14. I know it's a little squish, but bear with me. All right, we're seeing a really nice southerly wind for, I'd say, half of the country, right? Or at least a southerly influence. But wow, it looks like Oklahoma City, Dallas, Little Rock, Kansas City, Des Moines, Minneapolis, that straight southerly flow. Wow, wow, wow. Pretty interesting. And then if you look to the Pacific Northwest, you see that colder air filtering in, right? Dew points, pretty dry right now, especially where we see those fire weather concerns in the 30s for the Central Plains, in the 40s for the Northeast, Southern New England. And for some of you, that's not very dry, right? But you got to keep in mind everything is relative, especially when you're talking about the wind profile and the fact that there's a lot of fuel there, and the fact that we've had some wildfires, unfortunately, across New England. Um, and then we head on over to our quick look at what's happening in the tropics. So this is an interesting update. Of course, we want to take a look at the Southwestern Caribbean Sea, what's happening there. This has been all the talk for the past couple of days. I have a runny nose. Once again, I do have a cold, and I'm not feeling 100%, but I wanted to give you guys an update. That's about it. You guys, this is how dedicated I am to you all. I'm meteorologist Erica Martine. I'm gonna go blow my nose. I don't feel that great, and I'm gonna do what Anna said. Anna said, take my emergency. Right? Emergency or cold eat, something like that. Emergency, because I have that at home, and that's what she said to take. So I'm going to listen to the woman, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to post all of those awesome Halloween forecasts. And don't forget, I'm also going to talk about the typhoon that is going to make landfall, Kong Ray, and I just want to keep you guys updated and in the loop. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you on our next Weather Co-op forecast. Bye.